Hi friends, we are going to be reviewing our Unit 6 review for our test on energy, and it's a short one this time. Our number 1 is the batteries of a flashlight contain blank energy. They contain chemical energy. Now the chemical energy transforms to electrical energy and then to light energy. The ability to cause change in matter is known as energy. That's the definition of energy. And the next one is sound energy and thermal energy are both types of kinetic energy because sound energy is from vibrations, which is movement, and thermal energy is from the movement of different particles. So that is also kinetic. All right, number 4. Number 4. Olivia is combing her hair. After a while, she notices that the comb attracts the hairs on the head shown below. Which explanation best describes why the hairs are attracted to the comb? Now, that means that they have opposite charges. So, the combing the hairs caused them to lose their static charge. That's not correct. Combing the hairs caused the comb to lose its static charge. Combing the hairs gave them a charge that is opposite the charge of the comb. Combing the hairs gave them a charge that is the same as the charge on that comb. Well, we know that opposites attract and, let's see here, and the same repel. So it's saying it's retracting, so our answer is C. Opposites attract, the same repel. Next question, you rub 2 balloons on your hair on a dry day. Your hair is attracted to both balloons. Then you bring the balloons near each other. How would you describe what happens to the balloons? So think about if they both do the same thing to your hair and your hair is one charge, then both of those balloons must be the same charge. So if they are the same charge, they're going to repel one another. Okay, my next question is number 6. Imagine you bring a negatively charged rod near a piece of metal. What happens within the metal? Protons in the metal move toward the rod. Electrons in the metal move toward the rod. Protons in the metal move away from the rod, or electrons in the metal move away from the rod. So first of all, we want to eliminate protons because protons do not move. Okay, so you're bringing a negatively charged rod to a piece of metal. Negative charges move to positive charges. So if the rod is negatively charged, the charges are going to go to the piece of metal. So they're going to move away from the rod to the piece of metal. Negative always goes toward positive charges. The next one, when an electric current runs through a doorbell buzzer, a mechanism inside vibrates back and forth and makes the doorbell work. Which energy transformation occurs when someone pushes the button on the doorbell? Well, first of all, it starts with electrical energy, so I can eliminate these two because it's plugged in. It won't work unless it's plugged in. So it says an electric current runs through a buzzer. It puts it back and forth to make the doorbell work. So that's movement. So electrical energy and emotion energy and sound energy. So when it's moving back and forth, that is motion energy. And then obviously it makes the buzzer sound from the vibrations. Joe had 2 toy cars. One car had a spring which he wound up before the car would move. The other car did not have a spring, but it needed a battery to work. How are the 2 cars different? Well, one car uses chemical to electrical energy to move, and the other one uses potential energy, and then it moves it to kinetic energy. So they transfer 2 different kinds of energy into motion. And obviously, once the battery works, it goes into, they're both having kinetic energy because they're both moving. When Tishana left her bedroom, she flipped the light switch. The light bulb on her lamp stopped giving off light. What caused that light bulb to go out? The electric current stopped. The electric current stopped, so no more electrical energy was converted into light. She turned it off, so that means that the electric current was turned off. And we'll learn more about that in our next unit. Number 10. which is not something that energy can do. Energy cannot be completely used up. Think about the law of conservation of energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It just moves into different or transfers into different kinds of energy. So it cannot be completely used up. It can change the temperature. It can change into other forms of energy, and it can cause an object to move, but it cannot be used up. 11. One type of energy is the result of waves that travel through matter, causing particles to vibrate. Which type of energy is this? This energy is sound. The sound travels through matter and it vibrates, and that is what causes the sound, the vibrations. Number 12, a thermometer shows that the temperature of an air in a room has increased. What type of energy has increased? Thermal energy is our temperature. Thermal energy is how it is hot or cold. The picture below shows a burning candle. A candle burns because energy is stored in the particles of wax. Which type of energy change takes place when the candle burns? Chemical energy changes into thermal energy and light energy. So that is actually our answer, chemical energy. It happens as a reaction of a chemical reaction when the wax melts and it turns into thermal and light energy. Now, if I wasn't sure what the answer was, I know that it has to turn to thermal and light energy. So I knew that one wasn't right. I knew that one wasn't right. And I knew that one wasn't right, because I knew it had to be thermal energy and light energy. So if I wasn't sure if it was chemical or not, that's how I would answer it. So that is our quick review on Unit 6.